Hello everyone, this is Tatiana from Journal Time with Tea. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. It's great to have you all. Sorry that it has been a few months since I have posted. I have been in complete and utter planner chaos. But I think I have finally found the system that will stick for at least the next couple months, I hope. Fingers crossed. After going through, I think I went through probably five or six planners for earlier this year. I'm glad to have finally seemed to have settled on one and settled on a system, and I've been very content in this for the last couple weeks. So I wanted to get on and share it with you guys now that I finally have something down pat and I'm not changing a system every like 3 days. So I am back in an A6 size. This is in the A6 Giovanni leather from the Chic Sparrow. I absolutely love this cover. I think this is honestly probably my favorite cover that I own to date. I just love how soft the leather is, how shiny it is. It hugs my notebook so nicely, and I love how floppy it is. I don't know, I'm just overall like super happy with it, and I'm really happy to be in it again. Honestly, it's been a while since I've been in an A6 size. And I just have this cute little kitty charm on here. I love it. I cannot remember where I got it from. I know it was from Etsy, so I will try and find it again and link it below in the description box. But it's so cute. It reminds me of our little cat that we have, because we have 4 cats and one of them is a little black kitty named Bean, and it just reminds me of him, and he's so cute. They're cute. But so okay, let's go ahead and show you the inside here. Let me see if you guys are still in frame. Okay, so for the pen, I'll start with that. I have been using the Uni Jetstream 2-in-1, which has the black pen, the red pen, and then the pencil to it. I don't use the pencil very much, but I do use the black and the red, so I've just been carrying it with me. It's been working really nicely. I love having the different color options there for easy color coding. In the pockets here, I don't have much. I have this cute little magnetic pin that is yet another black cat, and it says please adopt, and then some sticky notes that I had from a planner swap a little while back, and then just some like reminder cards. The first insert here, actually I should say these first 2 inserts here are ones that were printable ones from Etsy, and I'll link everything down in the description box below. But they are printables from Etsy, and I believe they're both from Anthology Notes if I remember correctly. So I print them and I cut them at home, and I just used some really beautiful cardstock that I had to cover them. The sizes are a little bit different. This is a little bit bigger than this because this originally was in a standard notebook, a standard traveler's notebook that I was using, and I just cut it off at the bottom, and I didn't bother like trimming it to make sure it was like a true A6 size, so that's why it's a little bit bigger. But this first insert here is my monthly. It's just blank. I filled it myself. It did have, when it was a standard size, it did have a habit tracker on the bottom, but I cut that off because I didn't need it, and you'll see why in a minute here. But yeah, these are my monthlies. So let me take this paper clip out here. Put this here. I kind of backfilled it a little bit in April, so you can kind of see the monthly and how I use it. It is mainly just used for writing down future events, so like any appointments that I have, when I like my paydays, because I get paid bi-weekly, so I like tracking when I get paid so I can pay everything. When I need to like flea treat our dog and birthdays and stuff like that, I will track in here. I no longer have a weekly or a daily planner. I just have the monthly planner, and honestly, the monthly planning to me seems to work so much better than using a weekly or a daily planner along with the monthly. I guess I just like really seeing like my whole month at once. I like knowing what's coming. I like knowing what I've already done, and I like seeing it all on one page. I was worried that the monthly for the A6 was going to be a little small, and I go back and forth on whether or not it's a little small. but I think it's going to work because I'm not adding in like any to-dos or anything in there. If I need a to-do list, I will literally just pull a sticky note and write my to-dos on that and like stick it in here and just use that, and then I can just take it out and throw it away when it's done. And I haven't had to do that yet, but a lot of the to-dos that I have are very repetitive. Like I grocery shop on the same days, or garbage is the same days and stuff like that, or I tend to clean on the same days, or at least know when I'm going to clean, so I don't need any sort of like weekly or daily thing to plan that, and I don't need to add it in my monthlies. But like I said, if I feel the need to, I'll put a sticky note in here, add my to-dos, and once that list is done, I'll take the sticky note out and throw it away. So the monthly has been working really nice for me so far. I really enjoy it, and not much decoration to it. As you can see, there's just been a couple like stickers that I'm trying to use up, but yeah, I really have been enjoying the monthly so far, just using the monthly. The second insert here is a habit tracker. I normally struggle with using habit trackers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of struggling a little bit this month. I just have it set up for May. This is how it looks. It's nothing fancy yet. I am a little disappointed with how I set this up for this month. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't feel inspiring to me, I guess, to use yet. So next month when I do set up this again, I'm going to try a little bit of a different setup. I saw something on Pinterest, I believe, that there was a similar layout to this that someone was using, and they just fancied it up a little bit, and I loved that. So I'm going to try and kind of use that as inspiration to create my next spread. But I do want to continue with the habit tracking, even though I'm not usually a habit tracker, because these 4 things up here are ones that I really want to try and focus on and get better at being consistent with. So if they're always on my radar, I'm going to be more apt to do them, and that's why I started the habit tracker again. And then I just have a couple other things here, like pain level, my anxiety, and a no spend that I'm tracking, just to see what those are for the day as well. This third insert here is one that I've had for a couple years now. It's from the Dollar Tree, and it's just a lined notebook. I haven't used it quite yet, but it just has some old lists in it, like old wish list, an old packing list from when I went to a work conference, just some miscellaneous notes in here. There's not much used, but I do have it in here in case I want to use it, or I need a quick note to jot down, and then I can just do messy writing in here, have my note, and be set and not have to worry about it. So my last insert, if you guys follow me on Instagram or you've seen my previous videos, you know I am obsessed with my Stogies, so I am very happy to be in one because I was not in one for a while. But this is of course an A6 Stogie, and it's in a clear cover, and then I have the elastic linked through the clear cover because I don't like looping it, excuse me, through the book, because I don't like fighting the bump and everything in there, because Stogies are meant to lay flatter, and I just feel like it lays flatter better with the elastic through the cover instead. So this book is sort of, I guess, my commonplace book in a way. I don't necessarily want to call it a commonplace book, but I guess that's kind of what it is. I have been using it, excuse me, to write down just random things that I want to remember or keep in mind or use to look back on, and that's where these actually have been coming in handy. So this is a freebie that I got with Gallon Leather with a case that I had bought. I should say a case that my husband gifted me. He got me the A5 undyed folio from them, and this came as a freebie with it. But I have these 2 colored Pilot G2 pens in here in 07. This is like a beautiful dark green and a nice, like, almost like a teal blue, I guess. And I have been using them for color coding in here. So the blue is kind of like for health stuff. I've been having some chronic pain issues lately and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So any notes that I take on that are in the blue. And I haven't used the green one yet, but when I do, I'll figure out what that's going to be. And then I just kind of have my color coding system. And then of course I use my uni jet stream for just kind of anything else that I don't really need to color code. It's very messy. As you can tell, there's no stickers, there's no highlighting, there's nothing in here. You know, I was doing pen testing down here and stuff. I mean, sticky notes and whatever. And I kind of like it that way, and that's why I kind of have a hard time calling it a commonplace book. I actually just made a little cover page on here and just called it Ramblings. I don't like calling it a commonplace in a way, just because a lot of the things that I've watched with the commonplace books, I feel they are very structured, and I don't think that that's everyone. Like, I know everyone probably doesn't have a very structured commonplace book, but the ones that I've seen have been very structured, where, you know, they have like they're using the washi dots to color code everything. They have certain categories they put everything in. They're using stickers and pictures and stuff like that, and I just don't think that that's what mine is going to be or look like in the end. I just want it to capture information that I can look back on, which I guess is a commonplace book. You know, that's essentially what a commonplace book is. I personally just don't want to call it a commonplace book, so I just called it like my Ramblings book. So that's where we're at with that. But that's what I've been using this A6 Stalogy for, is just kind of like miscellaneous notes and stuff that I want to look back on and whatever. And then I have in this back pocket here just some tags that I also received on Planner Swap, so in case I do want to tag anything in my Stalogy, in my Rambling book, I can, and I can go back and look on it a lot easier. Stick that back in there. But yeah, so there is my new planner system after going through probably about 5 or 6 planners this past couple months. I think I have found one that I really want to stick in for a while. I can't believe that I waited so long to go back in an A6, if I'm being honest, because I was in an A6. A6 is the size that I was in the longest, like the most consistent planner that I've been in. I think the longest I was in an A6 at one time was at least 6 months, and that's huge because I've never stayed in a planner for 6 months at a time. So I'm really hoping that I can keep that streak and really stay in this and fill it up, because I love a nice filled up notebook. I love when they get chunky and when I can file it away when it's done and all that stuff. I don't get to do that very often because I switch planners and stuff so much. But thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through of my current planner system. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and if there's something that you're interested in that I didn't link in the description box, please let me know that too, and I can try and find it and link it for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for stopping by. Bye everyone.